Right, welcome back to your Friday night. It's time for the big interview in which we speak to the biggest names in the world of politics, showbiz, sport, business and beyond. Now, tonight live in the studio is Mega, the founder of the hugely successful garage group So Solid Crew, who enjoyed a string of big hits from 2001 onwards. And Mega is now a multi-platinum, Grammy-nominated music producer for the likes of Drake, Hayley Smalls and Lil Wayne, which I have to say is all pretty impressive when you start off in Battersea. That's not bad at all. No, welcome along. And it seems such a long time.
Thank you for gassing my personality and everything. Yes,
doesn't it seem such a long time ago that we were doing stuff, you know, like on the chart for So Solid and what have you? Does it seem a long time for you?
A little bit. It feels like the other day, last week. 20 years was last week, right?
Yeah, that's the crazy thing.
20 years ago, man, it's been a comfortable journey for me so far, man, and a little bit of headache from the lads all the time, you know, 35 members, scrambling for the limelight and stage and one
35
mic.
members?
Yeah, 35. We had all of them signed. I'd looked after all of them for a while.
Isn't the crazy thing about how, look, if you're the Beatles, there were 4 of you that had to split the money.
Yeah.
Right, just the economics of this. 35, isn't that just slightly...
It was a little bit smart. Me and my business partner, G-Man, at the time, we set up the companies and wanted to sign our friends to us and help them out with music careers. And we had a bunch of artists like Shab, Swiss, some good producers, AC Burrell, really creating some music. But I started off all the production.
Okay.
I was the first producer for So Solid that created all the songs and put them out. And yeah, just proved to our friends that there's another avenue.
It's interesting. Earlier on, we had Lee John on, sort of an 80s icon. He was just saying how, you know, for a young, black, British soul funk band, it was pretty tough and they were breaking new barriers.
Yeah,
when you guys started as well, what has become the grime scene that people have heard about, which was the garage scene at the time, again was something new and fresh, and actually I guess a voice from the streets, a voice from the estates, from people that may have been slightly disaffected by society, making a big statement.
It was a little bit of that. Garage was just beautiful, feel-good music.
Yep.
And then us kids from the street said, look, we need a way to get on that stage with you. We looked at all of our stars and we found a way. We set up radio stations and done promotions, you know, and we found a way to get on that stage, and then we kind of just put our lifestyle into that music.
Sure. And
created music, you know, sounds to go with the way how we danced. We danced different those days. Yeah, so...
Can you still dance like that?
a little bit, but the knees are a little bit getting there now, so... No, like, we done well. We got into the business and we just brought, like, I would say, like, the street culture to garage music. It was a rough time for most artists, like, in those early days, but I think we done well to rustle some feathers in the industry.
Sure.
Bring the garage scene to its notoriety and, you know, clean up some Brit Awards.
You did?
Yeah.
I mean, that 21 seconds to flow. It's like stuck in my head after 21 years, isn't it? Really, or 22 years now it is. But
big song. It was
a huge record for you guys.
Love it.
What's interesting as well, though, is that, you know, there've always been, I guess, look, ever since music began, protest songs, people saying things need to change a bit. What was really interesting about when you guys came on the scene, you were a uniquely British sound as well that happened, which was in an area that had been influenced clearly by probably Black Americana.
Yes.
But actually it was uniquely British and urban from all over the UK, not just London.
Yeah, from all over the UK, man. I mean, so much sound spurred from it. You had funky house genre, you had bassline, niche. There was so much different sounds that spurred from it, and even grime. So, but what we was influenced by a lot of people from Africa, a lot of people from America, and even parts of Europe, because they was getting funded in a big way. The industry had never seen what we done before. And I just wanted to take that punt. I had some good support, Albert Samuels and his brother David, with Jace and the team. Good support, and we went into the industry and we said, look, like, this is our sound, but we're going to bring that street sort of element to it. And held our ground. Creative control was always a priority in my mindset. And even today, like, even while we're doing big deals, we've got a big arena tour coming up, which is like across the UK from June the 21st to June the 25th. Yeah, what I've done, I've looked on the whole industry. It's been 30 years of the business of the UK. So many platinum records, so many awards won by top garage acts and female acts. And have you ever seen a garage concert before?
Never.
Never.
No.
Why?
Why?
Well, this is the first time that you're ever going to see a garage concert across the whole of the UK with over 29 to 30 acts.
Wow.
All in one building. And I think they
what
deserve
size?
it.
Is this like 10,000s,
This
20,000?
this is full. We're going for full capacity. We're going for at least between 10 to 20,000.
Wow.
Yeah, at least four of the 5 venues. I don't think Cardiff could hold it that much, but we're going for it. And I just feel that everyone deserves it, from the award shows to reality shows to TV, you know, films. This music has crossed borders like nobody's business. And we just feel that it's that time. So, yeah, the first time ever arena tour, 21st of June this year. It's called UK Garage All Stars.
Okay.
Tickets are on sale now. Follow us on the Instagrams and stuff. It's it's a big show. It's a big show for us, and I'm pleased to put it together with my business partner Billy, and yeah, just give people their flowers, because I think it's well overdue.
Many people since you have said that actually they found you guys inspirational and sort of say, yes, you definitely influenced their careers. Yeah. Who influenced yours when you were a kid growing up?
When I was a kid growing up, man, Michael Jackson, Luther Vandross, Lionel Richie, Billy Ocean, Teddy Pendergrass, you know, the Temptations. We looked at a lot of American, like, pop acts. They were pop bands those times, you know? And as time was going on, different genres, Bob Andy, you know, Bob Marley, Freddie McGregor. Yep. So many different reggae artists as well. And then when you look at the genre of hip-hop, you had your Biggie Smalls, your Jay-Z's, your Big L's, your LL Cool J's. We was inspired by the wow factor. Okay. And that was missing musically from our culture in the UK in the late, late 90s. So early 2000, I think that changed. I think that a lot of us youth decided to, you know, really go for it and bring a different sort of feel to the music industry. Sure. And now everyone's just flooded the business, and I'm happy. There's thousands of us, yeah.
Now, you ended up touring with Eminem.
Yeah, yeah.
I have to say, it's pretty insane. I didn't realise that. What was that like? And did he give you any tips?
He didn't give me any tips. I was angry that he had the biggest room in the building, and I had 35 people to take care of, so I was looking for him. Don't hold that against me, Eminem, wherever you are. But no, like, I wouldn't say we actually toured with Eminem. We've done one big show. It was an honour to be on that stage. We brought Miss Dynamite out. One big show in Docklands. But we toured with Christina Aguilera. Okay. Now, that was the biggest artist at that time. If you look at what Adele's doing, or what, people might say Britney Spears or so forth, what she's done, or your Beyoncé's. At that time, Christina Aguilera's album that she done featured a lot of hip-hop artists. Yep. That was a big, big tour for her worldwide. And we was on the European leg of that tour.
Now, I was going to say, a lot of people in your position, you know, sort of a young band, were very big and became big pop stars, although you didn't start out to be pop stars, but you became big pop stars, yes. Pop being short for popular.
Fair enough.
Now, a lot of them fall by the wayside. What you managed to do, which I think was pretty clever, and I wonder whether this was something you decided when you started to try, is you guys seem to have some pretty savvy business sense. You go, clearly you wanted to make some money out of it.
We are still learning. We are still learning. You know what it was? I really thought to myself that if we're going to get into what happened, running around with vinyls in the back of your boot of your car, going to these record shops, you had a little invoice book. Then as distributors started to call you, they started to send us invoices, and I was like, "Whoa, this looks a bit formal. I think we need to scratch up a little bit." So yeah, I called my uncle who had an accounting company. I looked at my father and his brothers. They had companies in the building trade. And I just thought, I need to do something like this. But I love music. I don't want my clothes dirty. Don't want to cut my hands. So yeah, music is the way. And they helped me set it up. And yeah, So Solid was born. All the underground label stuff was born. But yeah, we pulled it through. And I'm still learning the business today. 20 years in the business, and I'm still learning. Thank you for AAA though. AAA, amazing tour company that looked at my idea, looked at my pitch, and said, you know what, Mega, this is well overdue. Okay. Yeah, and we're supporting you to get this big project done. So UK Garage All Stars is born, and like I said, I'm just trying to, I've got the learner plate on my shoulders still. Yeah.
Well, do you know what's interesting though is that you as a band and as an artist, you guys straddled the move from digital right into where we are today. So when 21 Seconds came out, you could still buy a CD.
You could still buy a CD, vinyls,
now,
tapes.
It's all digital. Is it good now? Is the system? I mean, a lot of people say it's very unfair for musicians because the amount you get per stream is so tiddly tiny.
Definitely unfair for musicians, but it was a lot more unfair for the business. for a lot of record labels. I can't say contracts to artists, but I would say from, you know, from the streaming side and how they lost dramatically, and when HMV and all these other people downsized, you know, there was a lot of CDs and that that went missing. So, but yeah, I think it's just a different time. To my understanding and having an open mind on the music industry, it's been like this before. No one worked out how to make real money from the business, and they was touring, and you know, gigs was the way of life. And then labels kind of got a hint of it and said, let's create something to generate some money for ourselves, but as well as safeguard these artist masters, because some people were getting just robbed.
Okay.
You know?
Big story around this week. Just I'll get your view on it. You might not know the exact song, but so the Welsh Rugby Union has banned Tom Jones's song Delilah.
What?
Right, because they said it's got an unsavoury lyric in it, so that it can't be sung in the Millennium Stadium anymore. And you wouldn't think, right, Tom Jones, that sort of crazy radical singer, but Tom, as mainstream you'd think as you can get. I was just thinking, they're so solid. Probably it was more.
What was it? What was it? Why they banned him? What was?
Because there's one of the lyrics in Delilah about he stands at the door with a knife in his hand, and they said, look, this is wrong in this day and age. Ooh. But you guys, have you been censored many times?
We've been censored many times.
We've been banned. Records, I've got to be honest.
We've been blocked. We've been barred. You know what? It was just hard to understand. There were so many people around us that, you know, maybe gave people a different impression of what Soul City was about. But we're just a bunch of young people trying to find our way in the business. And yeah, we did get banned. Yep. Because the culture that, you know, followed us into the commercial.
Isn't that the best thing, though, getting banned? Every kid then wants to know why you're
banned.
banned.
Yeah, why you're banned. I think, look, in one way it was a good thing. In another way, like, it was disheartening. Real honestly. Like, we've never been able to actually do a European tour, yet a UK tour as Soul Solid Crew. We've done different, you know, concerts here and there, but we've never been able to actually travel. So this UK Garage All Stars thing is one of the best things that I could even envision, because it gives my team an opportunity for all of us to grace an arena stage, and that's the best thing. But we got banned. So we were the first British, you know, urban, you know, street crew to be banned across board and blamed for everything that happened in society. You know what I mean? In the streets.
And it wasn't all your fault, was it?
And no way.
So if people want to come along, UK, what do they Google?
UK Garage All Stars, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere. I'm official Soul Solid, so I'm the guy kind of pushing it with the whole team. But we have an array of artists, man. Lovely, lovely team. We're all travelling together. It's gonna be a crazy journey. But yeah, bring out the family. You know, come and grab your seats and get the best seats in the building. And yeah, UK Garage All Stars, 21st of June to the 25th this year. Nice one. Mega. So nice to see you again after 22 years. Let's not make let's not make it another 22. Let's do it earlier this time. All right.